Yeah, so a lot of people ask me why did I keep pushing? I think back to, my first years as a pro and just how scrappy Ashley and I had to be with no promise of the future. I guess you just always think that you're right on the verge of a breakthrough after every single setback. You learn the mistake, you know what you can change, you make the changes, and you have to see the result. Like, you have to see it through. I guess deep down, I just knew that I hadn't reached my potential. What amazes me more than anything in answer to this question is like how nobody told me to stop.
I guess we probably did it last fall at some point. This is like a standard, once or twice a season kind of uphill tempo. But, it's gotten faster and faster. In fact, we have a little bit of a tailwind today. We had a longer warm-up than Coach would have had us do if he was here. So you might see a Hobble Creek record today. Hot pace.
We're starting to add in some hills here into the Paris build because Paris has over 1,400 feet of elevation gain throughout the 26.2 mile race. And so not a lot by the standards of those that run ultras or trail running, but for a marathon, 1,400 feet is a lot.
Right. You're doing great. Keep it up. Good rhythm. You'll be all right. Cattle guard.
Honestly, I fell apart. We break the workout into 3 sections. So we run the first 15 minutes at about long run pace, and the next 15 minutes at power run pace, which is like just above threshold pace. And then we run the last 10 to 15 minutes at threshold pace. Honestly, in that second section, I crossed the line too much and went too deep, and I paid for it. And I ended up really suffering those last 10 minutes of the workout, 15 minutes of the workout. I've been running since 5th grade, and I'm just barely finally seeing the fruits of that. And so what is that? That's 18 years later. 18 years of running to finally see myself on a level that can compete on a world stage, and that's just giving me the chance to compete on a world stage. We'll see if I can actually do it. I think everything else will work out in this build, but I've got to learn how to run hills or I'm going to be done for.
Woo! Oh. It's hard, man. It's good. That's great Paris prep. Just practicing being patient and tough on those hills. Right, bro. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I'd way rather be not fit enough yet than too fit right now.
True.
Because if you're too fit now, you can go back.
I kept telling myself, I love hills. I love hills. I love hills, but it just...
Grinders.
I know. I gotta convince myself.
It was hot too. Like I'm like really warm right now.
It was hot, especially on the parts where you didn't feel the wind. It was like,
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of sweat in my eyes.
That's why I wore a hat, honestly.
I was with Wardy,
Yeah, the dream team right here.
and then Christian dropped off you guys and turned around to run with us, and then right when he did that, Wardy's like, I'm gonna do fart, like,
beat by Brady early.
and then like a mile later, Christian's like, all right, I'm done. I'm like, oh no. Last 2 miles alone.
Welcome out of Equinox.
Set the.
Cooling down up.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
He broke
Broke a record?
broke the record.
Yeah. Hobble Creek World Record.
It's been neat to see how in a little bit of time how much change has happened and how much growth has come because of something like rep. And it will be amazing to see how it will continue to affect running here in Utah and in the United States for the next decades. Table 14 is a good table. I mean, look at these curls. It's a great table. Wow, this is a good table.
Come on, keep it all together. I called Jared and he said, well, just a second, I got to take care of my kids right now. And, you know, it's in between all his fatherly duties and work and everything else. But he's been amazing. It's been so much fun to work with Jared. And I'm on cloud 9 tonight. I mean, it's been decades since I've been around runners.
And I can't wait till the Paris Games when Connor and I get to be together once again. And I'm sure there's going to be a part where NBC has their camera dialed in right on us, and I get to look into that lens, and I get to look into the eyes of each one of you that have brought us to this moment. Thank you for being here tonight. I really, really appreciate it. It means the world to me.
They helped me get all this stuff.
I know they.
Clayton did not do you any favors by handing
I,
you 4 boxes.
I
full of
didn't.
stuff.
Well, I threw them all in my car because I was like, I don't have time for this. I got to go to bed. So I threw them in the car, and I went to bed. I was even thinking to myself, like, could I break 55 right now? And I don't know if I could. I guess.
I mean, I could. I assume you could.
One minute rest.
10, 12.
We're doing 12.
All right.
We're doing 12.
So is it marked off over there already?
No, I'll raise my hand. It's pretty much the pole after the exit ramp, if that makes sense.
Yep. So there's
Yeah.
an exit thing and then
Let's have some fun doing a dozen, as coach would say, so pace yourself. All right.
okay, ready, go.
I'll start.
So. Yeah, heat is here, but where's Rory or Mance?
Right here.
There's Mance. Money. Let's go, Rory. I think I would describe myself as a very intentional runner, a very detail-oriented runner. I focus on preparation and little things. I take pride in my blue-collar approach towards things. I definitely live by the mentality that talent is useless. It comes from a phrase by Robert Chambliss, who wrote about the mundanity of excellence. And this idea that talent is useless just pretty much means that if we really give credit where credit is due, if we recognize that there's no such thing as talent, that talent really is just not only your ability and your genetics, but it's also your social status, the support you have, the opportunities that you have. As I've focused on, the things that I can control, that's, I think, where I really find strength as a runner, because I am the one that will prepare more than anybody else and work smarter than anybody else. And I think I am very good at keeping the big picture in mind.
Guys, got the work in.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That was awesome.
Good job.
Thanks, coach.
You look smooth.
Stuff, man. Especially coming off Tuesday. Good job.
Welcome to the grass.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, welcome back to the grass, I should say.
Yeah.
Way to go, Doc. Fun to have you out there.
Thanks.
Keeping us accountable, dude.
Used
You're one
to
of the boys.
Legs, everything felt good except for my high hamstring was just a little, it started hurting yesterday morning.
And a little bit of...
This is the first time in a long time I haven't been in the meta speeds on the grass. Today I was in their spikes. Like, not their spikes, like their flats, I should say.
The ones without spikes.
And I think that helped a little bit with the hamstring, but it's, I'm gonna have to be careful.
It's one of our staples here, so we do it quite a bit. But depending on how you run it, it can be a grinder. So, especially on a day like today where it's hot and it's kind of swampy in some areas, kind of wet, it's really hard to find a rhythm. So it really teaches you to grind and dig and stay composed through the whole thing with really short rest.
And I think maybe it's because these bad boys don't slip as much on the grass.
Those had to have been good.
But
This is what I'm calling it. These.
I mean,
5%
they got grip, but they're not like spikes.
no, they're not spikes.
Oh, you took my advice on those. You're more revived than I am.
My wife loves me. That's all you should know. Let's see what feed your runner provided today.
It's healthy.
I don't want her by the
Bam.
It looks so good, doesn't it? So
I
appetizing.
kind of don't want to make dinner for all that.
Well, we can always bring something. Let us know.
Whoa, that's sweet.
It's a good batch. Okay, it's sweet. The girls love it.
Mm,
You
sure.
might not love it.
Thanks, Ash.
Well, the fact that they had that rule where if your country doesn't have anyone, you can throw someone in the marathon, and you have a guy like Lenny on the bubble. I don't know. It seems like Lenny deserves it more than some random.
Curls.
What is Lenny?
We found out that Lenny Career, the third place finisher at the Olympic trials, is in, which is awesome news, right? He was on the bubble spot out of rankings, and shout out to CJ Albertson, who was ranked high enough. And based off of the allocation procedure, that means that Lenny Career gets to come with us to the Olympics. So our team of 2 now becomes a team of 3, and the more the merrier, in my opinion. Just did a sauna session post weightlifting. Went for 30 minutes. Those last 5 minutes, I just started counting to 100 like I usually do, and it flew by with a little bit of company as well. So, just 30 minutes. I usually only do those right now just Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we're getting towards the window where we start doing it 4 or 5, maybe 6 days a week. So right now it's just recovery focused. So now we're on that recovery train post sauna. So on Saturday we ran Deer Creek. Deer Creek is a reservoir up here in Utah, and it's got a rolling dirt gravel path that's on the north side of it, kind of to simulate those hills of Paris and really beating up the legs. So we ran 16 miles on Deer Creek. took 7th place. That feels okay. Be careful. Bad section, sorry.
He was a U.S. champ. That LA race was really good. His trials was obviously a special performance. You can stop.
Yeah.
And also
And then we ran a couple more miles on the roads of Heber and then finished with a 4-mile pickup at just faster than marathon pace.
I sent the video to Coach. He said, let's go.
I think you next day. You're good.
I felt like I nailed that workout. I felt like I was stuck in gear 4 with 2 more gears to go, running fast and hard, and ran 120 miles for the week.
Right or left? Right? Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
That felt better
That's
than
a
last
good workout. That's a good workout.
Yeah, that was a good simulator.
I mean, I ran 3:02 per K, so 2:08 pace. I mean,
That's awesome, man.
you guys had really good moves on that lap. Those 2 little uphills, punching off those turns. I was like, ah.
I like that.
Were you guys just under 450 then average?
I had 453, 442,
Ooh.
446, 451.
So
Nice.
451 uphill.
I'll take that.
Good job,
Nice.
boys.